Good morning. We're still in Belize. Today we're leaving our beachy paradise at the Elysian Hotel. Heartbroken that we have to do this, but we're going to continue onward. They recommended that we see more of Belize, so we're going to head to the west, almost to the Guatemalan border, and we're going to see some Mayan ruins. The ruins we're going to see is called Xunantunich. I may be pronouncing that incorrectly, but write me a comment. Please correct me. Anyway, we're going to see Xunantunich, which is right outside a city called San Ignacio, which is on all of the list of places to see. We're staying at the San Ignacio resort. Hopefully we get to see some iguanas. Apparently they're famous for having an iguana rehabilitation project and we can feed them. But we have a 3-hour drive all the way to the west. I'm so sunburned, so I'm going to put on a long sleeve shirt so that the sun doesn't come through the car windows. But Mayan Ruins coming up next. We will check in with you along the way, along the 3-hour journey. You guys ready?
Oh, yeah!
Packing up the car and heading to the ruins at Xunantunich. It's supposed to be unbelievable. It's supposed to be, you're not going to Belize your eyes. You got to see it to Belize it. One of those has to stick, right? All right, 3-hour drive coming up next. All right, we just got to our hotel in San Ignacio. This is the San Ignacio Resort Hotel. Apparently, Queen Elizabeth has stayed here. If it's good enough for Lizzie, it's good enough for me. We found out that the Mayan ruins are closing at 4 o'clock today. It is currently 1:24. We have very little time. We apparently have to take a ferry across a river to get there, and the last ferry back leaves at 4 p.m. So we have a little bit of time. We're gonna try and make it, and it's raining lightly, so I don't know. Nothing ventured, nothing tried, right? So this is it. We're going to head out, then I'll show you the hotel, and here we go, off to see the Mayan ruins, hopefully. Hopefully this wasn't a disappointment. All right, so we are on our way. Here is the entrance to, okay, here, let's get some information.
Going to the site?
Yeah.
Okay, the site is 1 mile. You have to cross this ferry, but before you cross the ferry, make sure the passengers, they have to get out of the vehicle. Okay, it's just for safety.
Me as well, yeah.
No, only the driver is allowed.
Okay.
It's just for safety. The passengers have to get out, you know, because to be honest with you, 10 years ago, a vehicle went inside the river with people inside.
Okay.
That's why we have these rules now, these rules and regulations. It's just to cross the ferry.
Okay.
The river, sorry.
Okay.
Okay, when you cross the other side, the both passengers get back and the site is 1 mile.
Thank you. I also have one quick question. So because I have a YouTube channel and this is very interesting. To cross over just to get to the other side, you have to take a ferry.
Yeah.
Why is there no bridge?
I think it's just because we are close to the border.
Yes.
It's just to lower the migration.
I got you.
There will be more easy access.
Very
because
good.
we're not far from the border.
Right. Very good answer.
From this point is less than a mile. So people, and there's no fence, there's nothing. People just cross the jungle.
Yes.
And you could go either both countries, Belize and Guatemala.
That makes sense.
What we do here that we are licensed to guide.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You want a guide to give you the history?
No, we've literally got like a half hour because we have to get back to our hotel for our dinner plans with our folks. But thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. It was one of those situations where he was trying to get us to buy his services. And though I do appreciate that we don't have that much time, we're literally probably going to climb the Castillo, which is the large temple, and then turn around and come back. But this is how the ferry crosses. And people get out of the car, as he said. They cross this small river just to go to Xunantunich. They're cranking the car across. Look at it. You can see it. right, that was easy. It was 10 Belizean dollars to get in. That is this much American dollars. So the Xunantunich is on the border with Guatemala, located right here on the map. So according to some of the people we've spoken with, there is a border dispute with Guatemala, but for whatever reason, the line is drawn that puts this Mayan ruins, this archaeological site, on the Belizean side. If you think about it, hundreds of years ago, there was no Mexico, there was no Guatemala, there was no Belize. So these are arbitrary borders drawn. This was all once the Mayan Empire, and we're climbing uphill, so if I sound out of breath, that's why. One of the things that they advertise with this site is that you can climb to the top of the temple. I'm not sold as to whether or not that's a good idea. I think as tourism picks up here in Belize, stuff like that will change. But all right, climbing the hill. Here we go. There is literally no one here. We have the whole archaeological site to ourselves, completely empty. The building you just saw in the video is what they call El Castillo. I don't know enough about it yet, but it is the largest building on the complex. And I think typically you can climb to the top, but they said that we can climb halfway because the current state is that the top part is closed. But check this out behind me. There's no one here. Except Raul and Gina behind me. All right, we are at the highest level we can go right now during this COVID time. It's halfway up. It looks like a little bit more than halfway, but the views are incredible. In that general direction is Guatemala. We're that close to the border. Cool place though, specifically when nobody's here. This is incredible. It is raining, as you can see, but still great. What a great day to be here. I'm so glad we made it. So that was it. That was pretty much your quick view of Xunantunich. It's raining now, so we're going to try and get back to the car without getting wet. So I'm going to put the camera away. We got one more thing planned for you today. Apparently, in our hotel, there is a iguana rehabilitation program. So they take wounded and injured iguanas, and they rehabilitate them. And you can go there and you can feed them. This is right up my alley. So iguana's coming up. So I'm back in the car. I'm being cranked across. Raul's out the back. Gina's over here. But this is the guy cranking the car. Look at it. He cranks us all the way to the other side. Small little river we got to cross. He told us that people have to get out because once a car fell in the river, people got stuck. I'm not sure why the driver has to stay in. That doesn't say a lot for me about whether or not I'll be safe if this thing falls into the river. Nicely rigged up. It doesn't take that long, obviously. It takes like 2 minutes. You gotta love a hotel that does free rum punch upon check-in. We just had something to drink and a quick something to eat. Now we're going to The Iguana project here at the San Ignacio Resort Hotel. Apparently they are raising, hatching, rehabilitating iguanas here, and the project's been going on for several years. I'll have more information as we get it going, but I think we're allowed to feed them as well, and this is right up my alley. Okay, so we just found out that the Iguana project is trying to educate people and trying to conserve the green iguana, which is on the verge of becoming endangered because of human consumption. People in Belize eat the green iguana, and because of over-consuming, it's on the verge of becoming endangered. So we're gonna see some iguanas, maybe feed them, and probably be asked to donate some money to protect the iguanas. All right, we're on our way. This is Noom. She's a female iguana here at the Iguana project here in San Ignacio in Belize. She's my new friend. I, as you remember, have a sunburn, so I'm trying carefully not to let her scratch my sunburn, but she's just about as gentle as possibly can be. I have a lot of body heat right now because of my sunburn. So cute. Look how cute they are. All right, so just about to get in the shower, and well, we found this on the drapes in the hotel. Check it out. All right, so the housekeeping staff has come here. Some gentleman came and he took the scorpion and he placed it inside a tennis can to remove it from the room and put it outside so he didn't have to kill it, which is fine. He also said that there are no poisonous scorpions in the country of Belize, and I think that's false because I've seen every episode of Naked and Afraid, and I know that these people roll over on them and they get removed from the competition. So this lovely woman, Patricia, you said? Tricia is here. She's housekeeping, and she said she has personally been attacked by a scorpion. And what was it like?
It's like you're getting electrocuted.
It is like you're getting electrocuted. No, thank you. I think I'm sleeping in the car tonight. So now we're at dinner, and Yoni, the staff, says he's also been stung by a scorpion, and he has this to say about it.
Okay, so one time I was bit by a scorpion, and then I got bit here. And then it only numbed my leg for approximately like half an hour. And every time I tried to walk, it just like felt like electricity was stunning me like from inside.
So you heard it here. This is 2 out of 2 Belizeans interviewed. Both said it felt like electricity going through their veins. This is not something I want to experience tonight. All right, we just finished dinner, back in the room. I've had a look through my bed. There aren't any scorpions or large insects in it. Looks like we only had the one on the drapes. So, so this morning we started out once again at the Elysian Hotel. And once again, thank you to all of them for making this possible. Thank you to Chantal and the crew and Kim Simplis Barrow. Thank you all. It has been amazing. This is our last night in Belize. We went from Placencia this morning to, where did we go, guys? We drove about 3 hours towards San Ignacio through the rain, ended up getting to our hotel, which is a nice hotel, despite the scorpion. And we immediately went out toward Xunantunich, which you saw unbelievable sight with no one there. You got to figure it was late in the day. You got to figure it was rainy, and it's during the pandemic times that it was completely empty, but it was really an amazing opportunity for us to get pictures with nobody in them. So it wasn't really a ferry boat as much as it was basically a portable bridge that just took you across, and the guy was cranking and he took the car across. Unique setup. Then we met the guy who told us that it was that way so that it wasn't easy for Guatemalans to get into Belize and vice versa, which was, I buy that. That seems like the right reason. Then we did a little shopping, came back to the hotel, grabbed a drink, and then we went to basically the Green Iguana Sanctuary here at our hotel, which was right up my alley. We fed them chia leaves and we held them and took pictures with them. So that was right up my alley. Gina hated it. She didn't touch any of them. She didn't let them on top of her. Raul did. But it's a fun experience, and it does not come with our room rate, which is kind of ridiculous. It's $200 for the room for a night, which is this much in Belizean dollars, but it doesn't come with it. It was only about $11.25 for us to get into the sanctuary, but well worth it. Goes to support a good cause. That's it for Belize for tonight. Tomorrow we head out. We're going to head to London for a few days. I'm not going to vlog there. I feel like there are so many London vlogs, but once again, thanks for watching. If you want to see where we go next, I'm not sure where I'm posting next. We'll figure it out eventually, but if you want to see where I post next, definitely click the subscribe button, click on notifications, leave me a comment, hit like, all that sort of wonderful stuff. Have a good night, everyone. Another hour-and-a-half drive tomorrow toward Belize City for our flight out to Miami and then onward to London.